Okay, so 10th anniversary of one of our favorite yard displays. This one's in Oak Lawn. Spirits on Sproat. Opening night tonight. What'd you think, Laura?
I love it. Spirits on Sproat's one of the yard displays that I look forward to every year. And of course it's got the movie monster theme, which is my thing. But every year it seems there's more, he has more things added. This year it was in the backyard instead of the front, so it was expanded. He had more room. Of course, more figures added, and I also liked he had music playing, and it was kind of a blast from the past for me because he played Experiment in Terror, which was the theme from the Creature Feature show, which that's what got me into the horror movies and the whole thing. That's what started for me when I was a little kid. But anyway, back to the actual yard display. I loved it. They actually had a pool in the back with the creature from Black Lagoon and Jaws, and then I know there was just added, they actually had Carrie from movie Carrie, that was an added one. But I love it. I mean, this is one I look forward to every year, and usually we try to make a second trip out, especially if we have other people with us, to make sure they see it as well. So once again, I mean, this is a consistent yard display. I give it 5 out of 5. 5 chainsaws. Once again, one of my favorite yard displays.
So is it one of your favorite yard displays?
Yes, it is. One of my favorites.
Oh, I don't think you mentioned that.
It is. I said it. One of my favorites. 5.
Was there a specific thing you liked this year?
Everything.
Well, that's very specific.
It is very specific. I mean, the thing I like about it, because all the creatures everything's very, very well done. But then there's the trivia, like every monster has a, something about them and it's very cute. It's like unique. And it's funny. I mean, a lot of it's funny. A lot of the things that they say about the different movie monsters. So, and I like not just looking at everything. I like reading them all because it's entertaining to me. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. And then he's got trivia games if you have a smartphone that you could play, and then you can try to guess which movie monster is which. The ones where it's got the sign, and then you try to find that actual monster. But it's great. I love it. 5. One of my favorite yard displays.
Okay, I'll have to agree with what Laura said about Spirits on Sproat. It's just an enjoyable place to go. It's one of those yard displays that has a lot to see and a lot to learn, too. It's one of those places you could take your family, take your little children, and it's not scary where they're going to jump or anything's going to come out at them, although there are live actors on certain nights, so watch out for that. But they can look at all the detailed monsters that they have on display there because that's their theme. They have dozens of life-size figures of different movie monsters and other types of monsters with little placards that explain who they are. Sometimes tongue-in-cheek, but they still explain who they are. And so you can kind of educate, get your kids into Halloween, get them into some classic stuff. For example, this year they had a figure of Ash from Evil Dead, and when we were there was a kid there with his father, and they both obviously were horror movie enthusiasts because they saw that and they were like, wow, that's Ash from the Evil Dead. It was really kind of cool, father-son moment there that they shared. A lot of things to see. Bride of Frankenstein, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Jaws in the pool. What a better place for Jaws. And the creature from the Black Lagoon in an actual pool. There's Jason, there's Freddy, there's Michael Myers, there's Leatherface. There's so many things to see. The Mummy. Really cool mummy, later version of the Mummy mask, not the original Boris Karloff one. It's still very good. Carrie, Resurrection Mary, Phantom of the Opera, you name it, it's there. It's more spread out in the backyard, so you're surrounded by monsters, and you can actually walk up to some of them, whereas last year you couldn't get that close to some because they were in the middle of the front yard. And the garage is now filled with some displays, so there's a little more variety there. Again, fun for the whole family here. If you go on the weekends and they have live actors, you'll like it even more, but nevertheless, it's always good to come to Spirits on Sproat. We're happy they're celebrating their 10th anniversary. We hope that they continue to be here for many years to come, and it's 5 out of 5 for me.